Once you hear that song, it is courting session with me, L. And tonight, I'm alone. Keelan is doing Keelan things, the Avenger only one. And you know the NBA is off. So the Belgian Scout, he's also off. So next week we'll be back. But right now it is me and the BABA. The much anticipated start of the BABA season. It began on Saturday. I was a little disappointed. There's some of the, just some things about the basketball. The game started late because one of the teams could not field 5. I mean, it's the first game of the season, and it had that issue. And then afterwards, it was just one-way traffic. Celtics blow Warriors 129-62. And then the second game, again, another blow. It was Cavs versus Lakers. And Cavs got over Lakers 104-78. In that game, 3 people from the Cavs scored 74 out of the 104 points. And it should be interesting going on into the season. Lakers, I must say, was short-handed. There was no Keith Burkett. The new people that they brought in, DeJohn Hunt and Brandon Ruck, along with Jamar King, and also there was Kurt Lambert. They played. Some of the Lambert wasn't bad. I think Hunt tried too many things. And he was playing against his old team, so I think he just overextended himself. And he didn't have a particularly good game. But anyway, it was 104-78 for the Lakers. Then on Sunday, the blows continue. The Bulls blew out the Tridents 126-57. The second game, Pioneers blew out Warriors 90-60. The third game, Cavaliers introduced Bears to the Premier League by blowing them out 87-53. And then in the nightcap game, the Celtics continued their dominance by blowing out Lakers 80-56. So it was a weekend of hurricanes, really. Everything was blown up. I must say that I'm a little disappointed in the teams. I understand in the beginning season, you're not getting for a competitive game. Don't care how much you practice, when you start to actually play games, then you see some of the flaws that you have. But some of the teams were just not ready for Premier League basketball. And it showed. Some teams were short-handed. You give them grace for being short-handed. I don't know if the persons were unavailable due to injury or whatever. But Pinelands and Warriors, that was the second blow for Warriors for the weekend. And Bears got their introduction to Premier League by the Cavaliers. What disappointed me really about the actual league was I don't think players are taking personal responsibility for being better. One thing when I play this game, the one thing right through my career, right through, playing against the players that I play against, one of the things that all we tried to do was not to get embarrassed. But, I mean, these teams just get them low and they seem not to be embarrassed because they come back the next night and get blown again, right? I think you should be able to, any teams that up in, I give grace to Bears because it's the first time they will be up in the Premier League and the speed of the game and stuff they got to get accustomed to. and they did play Cavaliers. In life, they played like the schoolboys. So I give them grace. But the other teams, they've been playing Premier League for a while, and you just getting blown. I mean, at the beginning of the season, that don't really augur well for the whole season. Then the first game, you just look unprepared, just get blew up. So that was a little disappointing for me. Some people get upset because you make comments about, they're not being ready to play and, not look as sharp as they should. But the truth is the truth. And the numbers prove me right. You can't turn up for a Premier League basketball game and get beat by 30. I mean, nah. The schoolboys, I will give them some grace too, because the schoolboys, they have a lot of attrition. They do usually have like 2 back-to-back years with the same players. So I understand, and this year their team is really young. So I understand they would have some problems in Premier League. But we also know that we have these schoolboys in the Premier League because we want to really, get the feedback, playing at highest level. But players got to be ready to play basketball and go work on the game. I saw a lot of like players who were not prepared. And that is not that shouldn't be a thing. I used to be anxious for a basketball season to start, make sure I'm in good shape. I mean, first game of the season, and people are not in shape. I don't get that. I just don't get it. And if you say anything bad, they get upset. Well, they will have to get upset with me because I am a basketball purist, and I look at basketball games based on what is out there, not what I think should be out there, what I'm hoping to be out there, what is out there. And what is out there is a lot of teams who are not ready for this level of competition. And I'm hoping that they can see the light and start to really put in some work and get a better showing in the second weekend. Their basketball is on Wednesday night, and then Saturday and Sunday. Right, that is the BNB League. And on the CIS predictor side, the Courting Session Predictor League, Jermarv, he actually had a perfect prediction session. He predicted all the winners, and he also had he was the closest to the aggregate score for the first game. So congrats to Jermarv. He is now leading in the CIS Predictor League. And that's it for our courting session, the truncated edition. And for right now, the court is adjourned.